Hey Anonymai, welcome to a little experimental and educational video. I'm here with Junior. Say hey, Junior.
Hi.
I have a couple of coins here that have either damage or they look like they've already been cleaned. So I want to go ahead and start by saying if you don't know what you're doing and if you don't know much about coin collecting yet, please don't clean your coins. The easiest thing to do would be to say don't clean your coins. I'm doing this because we have been studying this hobby for a long time and we know what damage is, we know what to look for. And I can tell you with a fact right here that this coin that we are going to be working on has a very bad color and it's splotchy because it has already been cleaned. So that's why we're going to see what a touch-up can do. This side looks fine. We'll probably do the product to both sides so it at least matches. But this looks like it has been already either dipped or touched with chemicals before. So we're going to see if we can brighten it up since it's already been done. This one right here, we have a Vatican coin, and you can see the milky splotching, and then the reverse is much worse. What this is, I know for certain because I pulled it out, is direct contact with some old saran wrap. So this would be PVC damage. This is a damaged coin. This is not what you would call toning. This is harm has been done to this coin, and we're going to see if we can taper or reduce the damage here, but I seriously doubt we will get rid of it. But I want to see what this product that we have, this is MS70, you can find it anywhere. A lot of your coin dealers will carry it. Amazon can have it. It claims to be safe to use on gold, silver, nickel, copper, bronze, brass. I don't think that that's really a fair way to market this product. This is going to be good for damaged coins to help stop or slow damage. I would not use this on copper unless it's already damaged. And like, let's say it's already environmentally damaged or pitted, or it has verdigris on it. But I would not use this on a brown coin to try to make it red. You will ruin your coin and destroy its value. So again, if you don't know what you're doing, please do not clean your coins. Do not clean your coins. Do not clean your coins. Having said that, I'm going to clean a couple of coins. As I said, these are damaged. Now, the application instruction on this is to use Q-tips, which is what we're going to do. And I have a little bit splashed in here in this Crown Royal glass. And we'll start on the obverse. And the instructions do say, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, you're supposed to, the label's coming off, so I apologize for that. You're supposed to dip the Q-tip in, apply it directly to the coin, and kind of gently massage the coin, and I'll show you what that means. And then you go and you rinse it under water. Tap water is fine. Silver is not terribly reactive, so tap water is okay. You don't have to get too scientific about it and get distilled water or anything. You can if you want, but most people are just going to use tap water. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and give you a better zoom on this, and then frame the coin. And then I will take my Q-tip, dip it into the MS70. And at first, I'm not even going to try to rub it. I'm just going to try to roll the chemical out onto the coin so that it begins to make contact with any contaminants and begin to do whatever magical chemistry that it does. Okay, I've done that, and you can already see there's something reacting in this Q-tip because it's more of a gray than a white. And so we'll just take this coin, sorry, I'm taking it out of the frame, and we're going to just gently rub and see if we can get some of these spots to dissipate. I'm doing this just ever so gently. I'm not pushing hard. I'm trying to not use friction as the primary motivator here. You want to try to basically sweep away any contaminants that this chemical is helping you break down on the surface of the coin. As you can see, this thing's turning pretty black. I'm going to take the dry end of this coin now, or the dry end of this Q-tip, and begin to pick up some of the chemical and any remaining contaminants that may be attached to it. Try to roll it around and get into the nooks and crannies of the details of the coin. And we will do a pause and go do a rinse and then evaluate what happened. See you in a second. Okay, and I have done the obverse of this coin and rinsed it under the water, and it is
gorgeous.
I must say, substantially better. I didn't expect it to retain this cartwheel luster quite this well. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but compared to the splotches that it did have previously, it is substantially improved. Let's flip it over to the reverse. The color here is a little bit different because we haven't used this product. I'm sorry, I'm having focus issues. So what I think I'm going to do is actually use the product on this side and then repeat the process. So let's go ahead and do that with a fresh Q-tip. I'm just going to roll it on. I'm not going to do a lot of rubbing. I'm just going to roll it on. Try to get it down into the details.
It's going out of frame a little bit.
Sorry.
Don't want to touch the chemicals and it just slides a little bit.
Yeah, minimally touch with your hands. I believe the product recommends not touching skin at all. But if you continue to wash your hands, I think you'll be okay, unless you have sensitive skin, in which case you should probably take those extra precautions anyway. I'm going to flip this over to the other side of my Q-tip. Try to pick up some of this product liquid off of the coin by rolling, not rubbing. This side had very little issue or miscoloring, and so I don't want to go to town on rubbing if I can avoid it. I'm going to pause again. Be right back. Okay, we are back with the reverse, and I'm glad I did the reverse. It didn't have a lot wrong with it, but using the product on both sides definitely made the coin more uniform in both luster and color. I hesitate to say this because I'm not sure. The graders are a lot better at this than I am, but this might straight grade it without cleaned. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe not. They have an eye for these sort of things, and they also have chemical sniffers, is my understanding. So anyway, let's take a look at this papal coin. And this one was very damaged, so we're going to do our best with this, and really we might get a little more aggressive with this, and I would not recommend getting as aggressive as I'm willing to get on this coin with a coin that you are trying to really restore or conserve. This one is truly damaged, wrapped in saran wrap for what looked like, based on the packaging and when this was put away, I think it was in contact with low quality PVC for decades. So it might take a little bit of encouragement and love for this one to...
It already looks better, especially through the camera, though.
It does. The camera's... I apologize for the lighting. I don't love the harshness that we're getting tonight from the lighting up above. It feels like it's coming through a little harsh on the camera. So as you can see, the swab is getting a little more dirty. It is picking up something. What that is, I do not know. I don't know if that is silver or if that is PVC or a mixture or something else entirely.
It's kind of brown in real life.
Yeah, it's a brownish gray to the eye. Not sure what you're able to see from your side, but that was quite a lot of swirling and rubbing. So we're going to go ahead and do the drying portion of our technique before we go in there and try to rinse this thing. So I think to save myself a trip, I'll just flip the coin over. And this is truly the ugly side that was in direct contact with that PVC. So let's get a fresh Q-tip. And we're going to use a little extra amount of the product, and we're going to let it soak a little bit longer than we were on the other coins.
The side's ugly.
The side is very ugly. I have a suspicion that it's not going to be recoverable, which is why we're learning on this coin.
But the front looks way better.
Much better. Yeah, this looks a little more than surface deep. This looks like it's really begun to penetrate the coin's strike surface. It is improving, I will say that, but it's not doing so rapidly enough that it would make me think that this is going to be saved. So we're going to keep rubbing. And this may be a scenario where we stop damage from continuing, but not completely fix the damage. Typically on the surface of a coin, the striking surface, the very thin layer that's exposed it's really special. It's what gives the coin the luster, that cartwheel luster that you expect on a mint state coin. That metal on the surface has gone through a lot of pressure changes and took a really violent hit during the striking process, and it has a lot of details and a lot of micro peaks and valleys. If you look under a scope, you can see what are called the flow lines of a coin, and those flow lines start from the center and go outward because the pressure of the planchet is pushed straight down, and the pressure goes outward as the coin gets pushed into the collar. When that happens, the metal tends to flow from center to edge, and so you see small little flow lines, and it really makes that beautiful cartwheel luster when you roll a coin in the light. That's why if you roll a shiny coin in the light and you don't get the cartwheel luster, you might suspect that it has been cleaned, that it might be a damaged coin. A lot of these products are designed to not penetrate deeply into that striking layer and damage the coin via cleaning, but that can't always happen. Sometimes it's inevitable. If you clean enough to save a damaged coin, oftentimes you're going to make it through the striking layer, which is what I think is probably going to happen here with this coin. Thanks for hanging with me. I'm talking and rambling a little bit, but I think that most of you can see that the color is dissipating, but it's not vanishing. It's not completely going away. So I'm going to spend a little extra time on the edges because I think I've been focusing more towards the center. But there are certain areas that you can see with your eye that are primary to the damage. These streaks here and here. And that's where the plastic was directly pressed against the coin. I think that might be about as good as we're going to do. And so I am going to take the final, I left one dry, clean end of a Q-tip. I'll take the dry end of this Q-tip and pick up a lot of the product. Then we'll go to a rinse.
Much better through the camera.
It does. It looks a lot better. It's not like perfect back to mint state anymore.
But if you took a picture of before and after, you would definitely notice a difference.
Yeah.
At the beginning, with the chemical just barely first rubbed, it looked gold, and now that gold is almost completely gone.
So let's get a pause for the folks, and we'll be back in just a second with a reveal. Okay, let's do a little wrap up here. This is what you see on the obverse. I'm actually rather pleased with the obverse. There are almost no hints of the PVC damage on the obverse anymore, and you still have that cartwheel luster that I was describing earlier. I see a little bit of that brownish color up in his cap here, but for the most part, the obverse is squeaky clean. The reverse still has evidence of the PVC damage, but I do have a suspicion that maybe we stopped the damage and it will not continue to corrode or cause this coin issues. So it's a little bit unsightly, but we retained the cartwheel luster. I don't know if this would straight grade or not. There would only be one way to find out, and that would be to submit it. I'm not going to waste the money to do that, but it looks good. I think we salvaged this coin. Somebody could put that in an album or something and be proud to have it. And then we'll go back to the Walking Liberty $50. And like we said before, this coin, it looks good. Not 100%, but it looks good. We retain most of that cartwheel luster. And the reverse, it's a very good strike on this coin. And so the luster really pops. But it's nice. This is not a top pop coin or anything. It's probably, if this were to straight grade, it's probably in the MS63 range. It's not super high end, but it looks pretty good. It sure looks a lot better than that milk with black spots mixed in it. So anyway, you be the judge. I do not recommend going out and cleaning stacks and stacks of coins. Most coins that are cleaned will become undesirable, so you have to choose very wisely. It took me years to really feel like I knew what I was doing in selecting which coins were okay to clean. And so don't do this lightly. Don't inherit a collection and start cleaning all of your relatives' coins. Just don't clean your coins if you don't know what you're doing. But I wanted to share this with you and show you some results with this MS70 product. And I hope it helps you. If you have something in a situation like this and it's damaged and you think that you could improve a damaged coin, then go for it. But I hope this was helpful. And we'll see you guys in the next video. And happy hunting out there. Good luck. Bye, Junior.
Bye.